Welcome everyone to Jasper's TV episode 262. Today is June. I was thinking maybe it was May. June 11th, 2016. We're going to play some Crazyhouse today, but it's going to be a gambit, a specific gambit where you sacrifice a piece and like move 2 as black. So it's absolutely crazy. Let's go try it right now. This is a game against a good friend of mine, Bannock, who I've never met, but look, he says he's not watching the stream, so that means he's a really good friend, and this is the way it's played. Now, he's going to run out of time because maybe he's not here. We've been chatting for 5 minutes. He's like, talking. So this is the gambit. You play knight f6, and then you play d5 and give up the knight. This is called the Crosky Gambit because it was named by a Mr. Kroski who thought it up. GLHF. And perhaps he will join us in the stream today. He's also a good friend of mine, although I've never met him. That's typically true of my friends. It's going to be pretty fun. So Crazyhouse, after you capture a piece, you can add it to the board for your move. So I've captured a pawn, he's captured a knight. That's the piece sacrifice. But the fun stuff is about to start because I'm able to get this open file here, I can really wreak havoc. So I'm just going to play rook over now. You can see he already can't bring his bishop out or he'll lose this pawn. So, oh, they changed that. How about that? And I'll pin this. It used to be you could put a red circle inside it, but now all the circles are full size. That's interesting. I think e6. So there's an interesting tactic here where you take the knight and then you drop that knight there on h4. Bam! Right there on h4, which just attacks these super weak squares, the blue squares that are now full-size circles. If you look at previous episodes of Chess with TV, you'll see that the blue circles are really small, and the really small ones are the orange. So they've now made those full-size. I like that. So these squares are very weak, and I think he's just going to fall apart in the face of that attack. Now, sometimes you play knight c6 here, but I don't see any need to do that here. In the lines I was looking at, you've got knight c3, knight c6 already played, but in this position, I don't think that's necessary. Since he didn't play knight c3, I don't need to play knight c6. Let's try it. Let's try it. Double attack on g2 already. The light squares are extremely weak. All these squares, they're covered right now by a pawn and a bishop, but both those pawns and those bishops, one of each, are in extreme danger. And once they're gone, there will be nothing to stop me from just dominating. I think I'll take this one with check. Recapture here. Trades usually alleviate the pressure if you're under attack, but not in Crazyhouse. In Crazyhouse, it's quite opposite because trades just add things to your pocket where you can add more poison. So I can now add the things I've captured to these light squares. Look at this pain I'm just bringing to him right now. I'm going to add things to the light squares because light squares are weak. And maybe I'll put the bishop there. No, he could take with his knight. So let's just... I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to let him trade his knight for these 2 pawns. I put the pawn here, he takes with knight, take with queen, and then I put my bishop here maybe. That'll be good. That'll be good. Because the bishop, when it's dropped here, will guard the rook. I'm not really concerned about this. Should I be? Yeah, I am. This isn't protected, so maybe this. I kind of ran out of steam. I've already added all my pieces, but he castled queenside. This is a very, very dynamic position. Maybe knight out. I do want to develop the rest of my pieces. I don't have anything more I can add to the board right now. This is actually a bit uncomfortable for me. Perhaps I've misplayed it a bit. A trade of rooks doesn't seem too bad for me. But I'm in a big hurry, so I'm going to let him take me. If I take him, here he captures, it's my turn. Then I can play my bishop out. I kind of like getting the pawn over here, though, because it's always threatening to push. If I get a knight right here, it's guarding that queenie square, so it could get interesting quickly. Oh, no. This is kind of scary. Oh, this is extremely scary. I'll block with rook, because that's all I have. Oh, this is awful. This is awful. This is a strong attack he's got. I wonder if I need to pull the bishop back. Or maybe I should just lose the queen. That's it. I'm going to lose my queen. I actually think this is the best move. If I blocked that with something, he could take it. If I blocked it with rook, he could trade. Maybe recapturing with bishop would be okay, though. Here I take with that. I have 2 rooks to his none, so let's try this. Always a fun move. Now I need to tear him up. This move. Oh, checkmate! That gambit didn't go quite like I was hoping, due to the fact that I got destroyed down here on g8. That didn't quite go very well, but it was definitely interesting and spicy. Let's try it with the white pieces. Crosky Gambit. That's gx f6. Let's make sure he's going to play that, and we'll try it with the white pieces. Definitely an interesting gambit. Let's play it again. We're going to learn about this gambit a little bit. Very weak light squares for the white player, as we saw. But he was able to castle queenside and mostly annoy the problems. Avoid. Turn down my microphone a little bit here. Is that better? Yeah, that's probably better. I like that better. Mostly avoid those problems. Although he did get checkmated. So let's see if I can play this any better. So let's play knight c3. And I cannot move the bishop out. I lose the g2 pawn, so I'll have to hold off on that. I think maybe I'll just hold still in this area for now. I could play queen up and castle queenside. I mean, it makes sense. Oh no, I'm going to lose a piece. I'm definitely lose a piece here, because if I move that knight, I would lose my queen. I guess I should have blocked that pin, huh? Still alive. He could drop something here. I think I would trade the knight for two of whatever he puts there. Oh, he can't put a pawn there, so no, we're okay. But if he put a pawn here, which is illegal, he has no pawns to drop, I think I would sacrifice my knight for it, just to slow down his momentum. Queen here. This is an interesting location. It's really tempting, actually, to play to this square. This pawn was hanging, though. He should have taken it. What about this square? Can I take this pawn with impunity? You know what? That's the move. He blundered in the last move. He should have, let's rewind a little bit. He should have, in this position, just taken this pawn, which attacks the queen, and whoa, what's going on? Oh, I'm an idiot. Looking at the previous moves while getting checkmated. So whenever you trade queens in Crazyhouse, you want to be the one that captures first, and now we see why. He took my queen, then I took his. That's a trade, right? Queen for queen, but then it's his turn, which means he gets the first move with queen in the pocket, which is almost off the screen. It's so powerful. And bam, it's checkmate. That was pretty painful. So always watch for that when you're trading queens, that he can't do something like he just did to me. It's pretty bad. Yeah, so let's play that Crosky Gambit one more time. This time, we're going to see if black wins just like every other time. I predict he will. Just because it's happened so far every time, so why wouldn't it happen again? G3 is his choice. That's definitely a way to help protect that file. However, that weakens the light squares because there's no pawn on the light squares. So I'm actually going to just take the center here because he didn't play d4. We'll see how it goes from here. I think rook over is still good. Just because, you know, the file is nice to have, but also you don't want enemy pieces dropping in that location. So once again, this pin followed by this pawn here could be good. I think I want to trade. I want to trade there. I don't want to move this rook and let him just trade that one. So he has a bishop to drop. Nothing too scary. I have a pawn and a knight. This is a cool looking move. Knight d4, his knight is pinned. Push is pretty good. Take, take. He can trade queens, but this time I won't be mated in one move, so that's good. I think the push is pretty strong. I could also just add a pawn there. Pretty tempting, actually. That might be even better. I'm going to go with that. You know, the center pawns are very important because they control the center, which is like you can reach everywhere from the center. So by adding a pawn to the center, I have more center pawns. You know, I don't know. It didn't do what I expected it to. Obviously, he can now move the knight. However, he has to watch out for the same checkmate. The same checkmate, man! I got checkmated in this way, and then he got checkmated in the exact same way. I have to type LOL, which means lots of love, because that was such a funny checkmate. He says, "Ow," but I can't blame him for not seeing that since he just checkmated me in the exact same way. Oh, really? That's how the owls talk. I am being challenged to a fast Crazyhouse game against chess player. I don't know how to open this in a new tab. So I'll click that. And then I'll duplicate this tab. Then I'll go back and leave this page. Yeah. Another. I'm going to play with chess player 1909 at the same time here. So maybe at the same time, maybe not. One sec. I have to see if this guy's making a move. to reply to the chat. Hold on. Chess player is not moving anything, so I think I'll go play with this guy instead. Okay. Because if your opponent's not moving, might as well take a free piece on a different chessboard. That's a good rule of thumb. I mean, in life, your opponent's not moving, take a free piece. Makes sense to me. So he tried this g3, bishop g2. At first, I was really impressed by it, but then after the same thing happened again, which is this amazing pressure on the light squares, it didn't look so powerful. But I'm tempted to try it. Let's add d4 so that he doesn't get so much control here. But then let's also fianchetto. There's a terrible weakness on this square also. Ooh. Oh, I think I'll take that. Oh, this is tough. Yeah, I think g3 is too slow. You're not bringing out a piece when you're doing that. Yeah, this could be bad. As soon as I play knight f3, I've got a problem on h3. Actually, because he could just add a pawn to h3. Ouch. So this is actually, I don't think that the g3 line is very strong. I think that's a free pawn. What's he doing? Is he going to drop a pawn here? I'm not too worried. My opponent over here is still not moving, so it's a good thing I started this other chess game. So the light squares are very weak, as usual. I mean, if he adds a pawn to g4, I soon should begin sweating. Oh, he doesn't have any extra. I thought he had 2 pawns, so then he could start adding even more. But now he's out of pawns, so for now I can breathe. Okay. He has a knight. I have 2 pawns and 2 knights. So that's quite a bit. I could add a pawn here to g5. Start attacking like here. Would be interesting. Not sure what to do. He's going to push here. I think I'll do something crazy. I should probably just castle. Yeah, I should probably just castle. But it's very tempting to just start taking advantage of these squares. The Crosky Gambit, I'm being asked in the chat. I'm happy to trade. This is very nice now. Because now he has weaknesses. I mean, I basically gained an extra move by forcing his queen away. Plus there's squares I can attack now. So this is lucky for me that he went with the f6 line. My knight can't wreak havoc just yet. I could still cause him some problems. Maybe this was not a very good move. The pawn on the side of the board, not very effective. I'm happy to pick up some pawns here. This is actually something, it's not like, oh no, I lost a piece for 2 pawns. I'm like, yes, I have 2 pawns to drop. I had 0 before. So this is actually fantastic. Oh look, I can do it again. 4 pawns, that's a little overkill though. Let's castle while checking. Cool. Throw that in there. And then anything cool here? I'll just take this for now. The Crosky Gambit is 1 knight f6, and then just let the pawn take your knight, and then g takes f6. Interesting gambit for sure. I think I have a win here. I think that's checkmate. Weird checkmate, but that's totally checkmate. So interesting. I didn't like the g3 line. I felt like it really weakened my light squares if we rewind a little bit here. In this position, he threw away this pawn and didn't get anything for it. And so I feel like he lost his momentum here by playing his knight up and then the pawn there. I think instead if he had just added a pawn right here, he's really holding back my position, and then you could always add one on h3 next. That would be more effective. So our opponent has played his first move here, so let's see how this Crosky Gambit goes over in this position. GGS Banoch is saying goodbye. Fix, which means you seem obese. That's actually not what it means, but you can always imagine that it could mean that. That's legal. So I'm going to lose my knight. Crosky Gambit style. He's not taking it because he's a doofus. I figure that's the reason. I mean, I don't know for sure, but there is no increment on this clock. Come on, take my knight. I guess rook g8's not the best move if he doesn't take it, but since he has just now taken it, now I can start owning him up. I think playing back seems strong. If I just add the pawn now, he takes me. I think this is reasonable. He's only creating weaknesses with this move. I think it's just weaknesses. Either that or strengths. e6. Can I push? Take. Excuse me. I think I can push here. Conquering the center. Free queen. Should be interesting now. I have check, which is check. That's why it's important. As far away as possible. Far away. I'm being asked. Hold on a sec. Sorry, a disembodied voice was asking me a question. And I've used up like half my time. Oh no, 28 seconds. It is about half my time actually. So I think I'll sacrifice my queen here for nothing. Or rather for a knight. I think that'd be my best move. Could play here. I'll try that. Oh, 14 seconds for the game. What are you doing, Chess Whiz? You need to play super much faster. Super way much. I'll capture this. I don't need to do that. Let's check. Whoa, what's going on? Whoa, stop it. Let's check. Take that first. Whew. Okay, so now I can sacrifice here and then start checkmating him. That's good. Ah, stop checking me. Okay, now there's a super discovered check. This should be exciting. 11 seconds for the game. You can do it, Chess Whiz. You can do it. Oh, your queen's under attack. That's okay. I don't need a queen to win. I can checkmate him like this. Checkmate, chess player. That was actually really close. I think there were some lines where I did not have such an easy checkmate, but fortunately he walked into a simple checkmate. For example, all he has to do in this position. Oh, this is only legal move. Never mind. Only legal move. What am I saying? Let's play some. Let's play some. You have to play one knight f6 and gx f6. Okay. Let's see if he's going to go for it. Because this is the Kroski episode. We have to play Crosky Gambit. Come on. He says, oh, I see. It sounds like he's agreeing. It sounds like he says yes. Is it the theme of the stream? Is it the stream of the steam? Oh. It's the theme. Of course, he won't know how to do it. bg4, so let's tell him. Rook g8, bg4, and either pawn at e4, or takes f3, and knight at h4. Yeah. See if he does it. So now I'm all worried. I think I'll just block that. Got knight c3 to play also. This is worrisome. I brought it on myself to be sure. So if he could drop his pawn on h3 right now, that would definitely weaken the white squares. It's one option. Another option, as we discussed, is to take and then drop his knight here, which I've told him is a good idea. As far as I can tell, it is a good idea. Oh, you need to have played e6. I forgot, guys. You have to have played e6 so that when you drop the knight, the bishop can't take you. And so now we're we're out of book right now. I think I'm going to sacrifice on that though. Should I actually not? I think I should. I have a lot to drop. I should drop some checkmates here. Maybe I should put a pawn on h6. And then another pawn on g7. Whoa, that's a bad move. That's got to be bad. What's going on? Let's put a knight here. That's going to be an ugly check. And by ugly, I mean beautiful. Yeah, what's going on? I don't have another knight. Oh, I should take one and then put it on here. Yeah. Hands free, checkmate. 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 Jimmy X. Oh no, checkmate. Man, I'm trying to checkmate you. Why did you checkmate? GG. Let's play again. Oh, he's gone. Okay, let's go play with. Let's play with a friend. I'm sure I've got at least 2 friends in the chat who would love to play a rated Crazyhouse game with that kind of. And I want to be the one playing the gambit, so I'm going to choose the black pieces. That wasn't black. Hold on, I'm not very good at this. Oh, I've got a challenge. Nope, not that time control. And that's not it going on correctly. I'll choose black. There we go. Put this in the chat. He wants to speed up the time control, but I need a little bit more time to process this gambit. So I'm throwing this in the chat. We'll see if somebody wants to play. If somebody does. We're going to play some Kroski. It's actually the guy's last name, as far as I can tell. Is Kroski. So, you know, I like e5. I think he should play d4 to control the center a little better. Because these 2 pawns are very potent. I have not lost any games with these 2 pawns like this. You guys like my chest shirt? It used to be a lot easier to show off before I put this large male organ in front of my face. But take a look. See how cool it is? All I have to do is move that thing, and then I can show it off. Okay, so we're in a d3 line. So in this position, I want to push e4. I think. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Why would he push if he's also going here? I thought this was Crazyhouse. Oh. Apparently it's not Crazyhouse. This is pretty bad for me. Because I sacrificed a piece. This could be bad. So I need to come up with some brilliancy because I really need a good rating. And you can see 2031. I worked hard on that. My opponent is a good player, 2300 at Atomic. This could be rough. This is an unexpected non-Crazyhouse game. I think maybe this is going to be my best shot. Being down a piece is pretty bad, so let's try to checkmate him while castling queenside. If I do something peaceful, I will certainly lose. Oh, thank you. I always like it when my opponent resigns. Oh, he resigns. Oh, yes. So you know what I want to do? I want to take this guy and give him a special challenge of Crazyhouse. And I'll take black. Because he was so kind to resign, at least I should play him what we intended. Cool colors. Woo. This is a loading. Loading. That's Korean for loading. Loading. By the way, if you want to speak Korean, you simply say after every word. And then at the end of the sentence, you have to say nida. See if we get the same line here. That's how you speak Korean. It's very easy. Rook g8. Pin that knight. Cut. This is a Crosky Gambit. I'll type good luck. E6. So the idea is take and drop a knight here, but don't lose this pawn. Oh, I didn't need to worry about it because he doesn't have knight c3. Oops, that's not knight c3. This one. Oh, that's not knight c3 either. This one. Okay, so now knight c6. What's the point? I guess I'll play it. I don't know what he's going to do. Don't castle, man. You'll die if you castle. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the thing with the thing. Here we go. Double attack. G pawn is being hit twice. Very strong attack. For those of you just tuning in, this is Crazyhouse on ChessWhiz TV. When you capture a piece, it goes to your pocket. And then you can put it on the board. Everybody knows how to play Crazyhouse. This is a new line. We haven't seen this before. 3 bishops in a row. I think you win when you do that. I will take this bishop. And then I'll continue to attack the light squares, perhaps with a pawn or bishop on one of these squares. I think a bishop on this square might trap his queen pretty soon here. I hope I trap his queen. Can I push? He's going to play queen up because that's forced. Push, take, take. I think maybe pushing will completely trap his queen. No, because then he could move his queen here after a few more moves. Queen a4 gets away. How do I trap this queen? Add a pawn? Because if I put a pawn here, he just takes my bishop. Oh, I add a, nope, that's not going to work. I was going to put a bishop here. That would work, except I don't have a bishop to put there. This move. His queen is so almost trapped. So almost trapped. So then I'm going to take this and then put a bishop here. No, that's not going to do it either. Add a bishop back to f1. I don't even know what I'm doing. Let's take this for free. Man. His queen has escaped. That's how you spell the word escape. Oh, cool move. I think I'll sacrifice my queen for that knight. What do you guys think? Is that smart? Pretty smart. Let's just move out of the way so I can take his queen for free. Oh, I cannot take his queen for free. Oh. Oh, this is awful. If I play here, it's pretty bad. He's got this move, so if I play here, he's got queen f6 against this. Check, I move over. Let's play this line. I play over again. He takes this pawn. Oh, that's ugly. Oh, that's real ugly. Man. No, I could play king back after the check, and his queen is in the way. And now we trade queens. But fortunately, his momentum is gone. And I have a checkmate here. Just as soon as I can get rid of this knight, which is happening right now. I'm thinking about it. Hold on, I'm thinking. We are thinking. Okay, so you take my bishop, and I take your knight, and then you're like, oh, check, and then I'll lose, so that's not very good. I don't know, losing's okay. Ooh, cool, cool story. What if I go here? I bet you didn't see that move. Oh yeah, brilliant, this knight is just covering everything. All of these squares are important, by the way. You might think that the knight is like, oh yeah, I'm attacking out, but no, the important squares are here, here, and here, because those are the squares I'm getting checkmated on right now. I'm ready. I'm ready. Checkmate me, you have no time. As defeat. You have no time. And I don't either. Hi-ya. Hi-ya. Ooh. Put this here with check. Put this here with check. Take this with check. Man, I'm checkmating him. Not that I deserve to, but that was checkmate right there. How did I do that? How did I survive? That was amazing. See, it felt like checkmate. It felt like I was so dead when he drops his knight on f6 and he takes another pawn for free, and I'm like, ooh, ooh, ah. In this position, I thought I was as dead as a thing that's dead. And suddenly, after many more moves and blunders, checkmate. Good game. Even though he's gone, I'm going to type GG, because you can see this little red. It says player has left. That's okay. I'll play with another friend. I'll take the black pieces. That was scary. Put that in the chat. Hello, David Sanders. Maybe you'd like a game. It's Kyle Legion. I was doing some streaming the other day off YouTube, so it wasn't on YouTube. It's not on YouTube. Don't even bother. And Kyle Legion beat me over and over and over. He was rated about 2,000. Well, you know why he's 2,100 right now? Because he took all my rating points. He actually took all my Crazyhouse rating points. And that is why he's now 2,100. He's a pretty good player. Okay, Crosky Gambit. I have to type some typos in the chat here. So if I put my bishop there, what do you think? He's attacking. This is something new. Queen h5, exclaim novelty. Oh, I should floss with my fingernail here. It's a genius move. What am I gonna do against this, Mr. Kroski? I lose, right? I have to hold my brains in. Oh, they're gonna fall out if I don't hold them in. Oh no, I don't see any moves. at all. I actually don't see how to protect this pawn. I certainly don't want to protect it that way. I certainly don't want to protect it that way. I certainly can't protect it any other ways. So I feel as dumb. He's like, what are you doing? He adds me time. I'm paralyzed. Paralyzed. I'm papalized, actually. I'm papalizes. There's like 2 letters that are wrong there, but other than that, I got my meaning across. I'm feeling papalizes about this pawn. H6 is being kibitz to me. I lose the pawn. Yes, it's because David Sanders says to do it. This is the kind of quality drivel that you can get on ChessWhiz TV, TD. Howdy, ChessWhiz, how are you? I'm awesome as usual. I think I need to interpret this for you. I meant to type, I'm awesome as usual. That's the kind of typing you get out of ChessWhiz TV. It's not always top quality, but it is top grade funny. I'll put my bishop here. Ha 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 ha. Nice try. You thought you took my bishop? Bam! It's right there where it started. I think that's a pretty bad move. So I'm happy to play it. Are we going to have a problem? What if he takes me and then plays rook at g8? That could be a problem. He didn't take me, so now we're playing Crazyhouse. He's added me a couple of half hours here to my clock. I am so flummoxed. There is no way I got any of this awesome play that I was going to do. I had such grand plans. He's adding me more time. Man, he's just like hammering it home. As if he couldn't beat me without adding time. He just adds some time. He's so boastful. Take with rook, probably. Yeah, take with rook, because the e6 square would be very weak if I played this. I would hate to die in that fire. This is a weird position. I'll play e6. Knight here. It's going to hurt. Play your knight there. Ooh. This is so weird. This is a weird beard. He has a bishop now, so he could add it there and annoy my socks off. I feel like I haven't moved anything yet this chess game. This is terrible. Man, and now rook here. It's like, I feel like I'm fighting against a guy who's like a sword fight, and he's actually using his left foot to hold the sword. And he's just wiggling his toes, and the sword's going, wah, 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 slashing my face. That's how it feels. It's like a foot face right now. Because I don't even have anything on the chessboard. I have a king and a queen, and I don't even have that. In one move, I can have no queen anymore. This was a serious foot face of a chess game. That was amazing. I definitely want to see him play the Crosky Gambit so I can use queen h5 with my middle toe. Will you please play knight f6 and gxf6? Question mark. It's Kroski time. He says he will. Okay, this is the last game of the show, unfortunately. The stream is only 30 minutes long. But next episode, we're going to play some centerless chess, because the previous time we tried to do that, we weren't able to. Oh, I missed a move. I forgot I forgot doofus move. D4 first, so that he plays rook over, and then I play it. It's much better. So this is a different game. I didn't get a chance to mutilate him in the same way that he mutilated me. I'll have to invent some different techniques. Should I pin the knight or block the pin? He has nothing to drop, thanks to my maneuver. This genius queen out and back. 2 moves for 1 pawn. Seems worth it. I'll block here. Come on. I do not want trades. I don't want him to put a pawn here. I should play knight c3, though. I need to play knight c3. If he plays e5, I think I'm in trouble. e5, strong move, because a pawn trade occurs, and then with that pawn, he's going to crush h3. Okay, this is different, though. There's the e5. Now I take this. I think I should take it. Oh, nail-bitingly good. And by that I mean nail-bitingly bad. Oh, Chess Whiz, I'm so sorry for you. Second place. Come on. Come. So I have 100 pieces to drop again, and so does he. So I could take this. Would I survive if I did that? Because I could add a knight there afterward. I don't think that's worth it. I could add a bishop here or here to drive home that point there. If he checks me, I can add a pawn to e4, so that'll be good. Let's try that bishop strategy. I didn't see that G. Pain in the G. It's the pain in the b2 pawn, aka G. Yeah, I hope he doesn't take that. It takes him time though. He's like, okay, for my next move, I'll take your rook. It takes a while. So hopefully while he's doing that, I will win. Defense. Look at that. Defense. We're still playing Crazyhouse. Excellent. So now I can play knight at d7. That's a fun move. He has a lot of power. He could drop though. So I should probably watch out for this pawn. Let's play here. I could put a pawn here. He takes it, put a knight here with check. I don't know what to do. If he takes his knight, it's now check. Otherwise, I could jump in with some kind of counter check. So there's my pre-move. Okay, so I need to go queenside and get out of here. See what happens. I can block. He could drop his queen here, in which case I would then block that with a knight on b1. I would actually drop a knight on b1. Genius. Oh, it's a tough position. I have some power. Don't underestimate these pieces. I think knight here would be smart. Let's do it. Oh, this guy's tough. Think up a genius solution. If he drops queen a1, I have to put the knight here. Because the bishop and queen on b2, very strong. So that needs to block that. Oh, he could take that right now. Oh, it's coming apart. Oh, it's falling apart at the hinges. That's the place it falls apart at. Oh, it's done, dead now. Take me, please. No, no, not there. Am I still alive, though? This could be worse. Come on, Chess Whiz, survive the game. So, I'm out of knights, just when I really want to put a knight there. I've used them all up. So, I could do this. Think I'll get checkmated in one move here? I move over. Go up. Maybe I go up. Yeah, let's try that. It's not going to work. He puts a knight here. I'm worried about a rook on f2, though. What am I going to do if he puts a rook on f2 after that? Oh, no! I have to go this way? This could be bad. Yeah. This could be bad. Yeah. Yeah. I can always take the c-pawn. I'm alive. I'm totally alive. This is my strategy. So I was just thinking, you know, if I got my queen, king to c6. King to c6. Then that could be good. Yeah, he has nothing. Oh, the poor noob. Oops. Yep, got my king to c6. This is perfect. I still need a knight. This is hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious. I need a knight. Let's take this. No, I need a knight. What am I doing? What is that move? That's a crazy move. Chess Whiz. Just win. I'm hopped all my brains in. This is such a tough position. I'll take that. He has no pieces to drop. I can win. I can do this. I need a knight. I'll just add a pawn here and then win in 2 moves. Sound good? Sound good, guys? I think I got this. I think I got this. Oh, I should have just taken him. Promote. This should work. This definitely should work. I have queen and 2 rooks to draw. I should have a checkmate here. Come on, Chess Whiz. Just checkmate him. Yes! Overtime! I don't care if the episode goes for another day. I just beat Kyle Legion in an epic King C6 victory. What a king move. What a brilliant king move. Oh, I just have to say that it feels good to defeat Kyle Legion. Let's analyze the game. Yes, in this position it's pretty balanced. Can't quite tell who has the advantage yet. Seems a little bit better for white. Here, it's very unclear. I'm just not sure who's winning. Oh, but this is genius. Queen h5 followed by queen d1. I think white is ahead after that maneuver because, you know, you can't even tell that his queen is moved, but it has. That's so subtle. I think that's really smart. I can't believe white thought up that sequence. And then at this point here, white sacrifices a piece brilliantly. His bishop's under attack, but he knows. He looks forward to when his king is going to go to c6. And he sees, you know what, I can let that bishop go because I have a plan in mind. So he just trades queens. With that queen, he's going to survive. And a few things happen here. Now, in this position, you might get concerned. If you weren't me, you might be worried that white is going to be checkmated or something. But I have the confidence that once my king arrives on c6, I can't even say it with a straight face. Once my queen gets here, my king, I'll be okay. So this is the plan. So I think in this position, if he took this, that would be better, actually, right here. Let's go to analysis board, take a look. Because I can't capture that way. And if I do this, he can drop like here. And that seems scary. He doesn't have the rooks that he had in the other line. That's checkmate. Yep, see, so it's a good thing that he didn't do that because that would be a forced line into king g3 and then pawn at h4 checkmate. That's actually almost forced. If I want to recover, if I want to recapture here, that's forced. That might as well be forced. I mean, what else am I going to do? I could run up like in the game. Same deal though. Same deal as the game, so obviously I'm okay. Right, so pawn e3, I take the rook. This is so risky. I mean, he has almost a checkmate here. I think he has a checkmate here. I don't know why he... I think this move knight at f4 might be a mistake. I think maybe if he plays knight at e5 check, then I can't come to this square. And I don't want to move into the discovery, so maybe back. And then rook here, forcing me back again. So close. Maybe push? Because if my knight comes in, then he's got this. So maybe push, actually. I can't play up because he promotes with double check. So maybe I would play over. Then he has this check, but I could block that. Kinda. Kind of? Like that? Man, this is so complex, right? But in the game, instead, I'm able to run upward, and then he plays knight f4 check. So I think that might have been a mistake, but he should still have a checkmate here. Pawn there. That's smart, because if I sacrifice the knight, he has plenty more pawns to bring in for the check. Here, I was so concerned about rooks arriving, but, you know, I'm covering those squares. This is a weird move, though. He's like, oh no, I can't checkmate. I better just trade my rook for a pawn and survive. This is hilarious, just hilarious. I'm just laughing on the inside. What a game. And then, of course, here in this position, I could checkmate him with rook takes bishop. And then if king out, I drop my queen here. And if king in, then I drop my queen here. But I thought I'd just toy with him a little bit since I have a queen and 2 rooks to drop. That was a great game. I hope I never forget that chess game. Today is June 11th, 2016. This has been Chess Whiz TV. Thanks for watching.